I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Hello guys, it's Snowflake here and I'm back, and boom, there it is, the intro to one of the most famous gaming intros of all time. If you haven't figured it out already, I am playing the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now this has to be one of my all-time favourite games. I mean, I have trouble picking my favourite games because I like them all, but in terms of RPGs, Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, it's just number one. So I really can't wait to start this series. And yeah, it's a good way for me to come back to YouTube. I've been gone for a while again. I don't know, I've just been really busy, ill, injured, every excuse you could come up with. But I've got a bit of time now, so yeah, hoping to make the most of it. So yeah, this is also the Game of the Year edition, so Knights of the Nine, Shivering Isles, all the player homes, we will be playing through those. And I'm also going to make a slight twist on, I guess, a normal Oblivion or Elder Scrolls playthrough. My aim for this save is to literally collect every single item in the game. Now that is going to add even more to a playthrough that I want to complete every single quest in. So this may never finish, and for me that's okay, but just to let you know in advance. Now race, well, gender is male. Sorry if that disappoints anyone. But yeah, race-wise, I'm also going to play this game differently to a lot of other people. Anyone that knows me and is an Elder Scrolls fan will know what I'm about to pick here. But I will be playing as a Redguard, because they are my favourite race. And I don't remember why I picked them in the first place, but you know, they suit the kind of character I like to play. Which is kind of well, you'll see in a minute, I won't spoil too much. I'll just do a random face because I find that more fun. I mean, the Oblivion characterization isn't the greatest, so I'll just go random. Yeah, okay, we'll be a bit pale. It doesn't matter too much to me. I'm sorry if it does to you. What hairstyles have we got? Yeah, I think I'll... we'll take this one loose. And bright blonde, no thank you. So, surprising amount of choices here. I'm gonna stick with dark brown. Eyes can stay brown. I guess that's fine. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Actually, there is one thing I'm going to do. So if my aim is to collect every single item in the game, then I'm going to need some way of tracking which items I collect. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way, using a spreadsheet, which I will probably, well, if I remember to, I'll leave a link below to the Google sheet that I'm going to use to keep track of this. I don't know if that at all interests you, but yeah, I'm going to keep this on my other screen to the side. But yeah, let's get this kicked off. Alright, to move forward, push W. Yeah, WSD. Gonna
wake up, Red Guard.
Oh, hello.
Ah, there you are. How do you like your cell, huh?
Not
Room
great.
Enough for you?
Yeah, so not too bad.
I can't even imagine what it's like for you. No more sunshine. No more open seas.
No?
Just a box and a dirty beam of light for the rest of your life.
Oh, that sucks.
Bet you're glad it won't last long, huh? Oh, didn't you know? No one ever leaves this prison alive. You're going to die in here, Red
Doesn't that
Guard.
include you, buddy?
Die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Ah, what a nice guy. Well, I guess we've had our little interaction with him. He, like, I have played Oblivion before. I know this guy has a
Oh, they're dead.
I
know it.
sort of insult for every race. Who are these guys? Oh,
What's this prisoner doing here?
that face
This
looks
cell is
familiar.
supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open.
Why?
Stand
What's
back,
happening?
prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Oh, okay. I better stand back.
Stand aside.
All right.
By the
Chill,
window.
chill, chill.
Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt.
What are you guys doing to me, huh?
No sign of Stay put, prisoner.
Good.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm actually
Not
locked in
out of
place
this
here.
yet.
You.
Ouch! He bumped into
I've
that.
seen you. Let me see your face.
Oh,
You are the one from my dreams.
oh. So,
Then the stars were right. And this is the day.
so the Emperor's just
Gods
visiting
give
my
me
cell, huh?
strength.
Yeah. I mean, if the Emperor just comes down to a lowly prisoner's cell, you have to ask, Emperor Uriel Septim, what's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next.
Ooh.
My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Okay. I mean, I can see who you are, but let's pretend to be ignorant. Let's play
I
ignorance.
am your emperor, Uriel Septim.
No
By the
way.
grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler.
Yo, can you get me out of jail?
You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, why am I in jail? Because I didn't really explain that part. The gods kind of just chucked me in here for no reason.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet.
That's not nice
As
of them.
for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered
It's
for.
not even what I remember me for. I guess this guy seems wise enough. What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Jeez, alright.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Ooh. Ooh. If I'd have known that was there, I would have
Better
broken
not
out of
close
this a long
one.
time ago.
There's no way to open it from the other side.
Looks like this is your
This
lucky
doesn't
day.
concern you,
Just
prisoner.
stay out of our way.
Alright, hold on. I'm just going to quickly pause the game. press the caps lock button so I'm on always run, because there's no reason to walk on this game. It really isn't. So, and I'm doing that so I can unpause and then press caps lock again, so it doesn't actually caps lock it. So I'm going to quickly pause. So as I said, I'm planning to collect every single item on this game. That includes items such as 10 jugs and 10 cups. So I'm just going to quickly pause and note that down. This might get a bit tedious after a while. I mean, this might get a bit tedious at the start, but after a while, when I've got a fair amount of these, it won't be as much time. So there's skull, there's bone, and there's bones. Okay, I'll take this bone because it weighs less. I know this is probably really weird to a lot of you, but I don't know. I feel like it adds something different to gameplay. It makes me want to look in places that I wouldn't normally look, truly explore, and that kind of thing. It may be that I don't end up reaching this goal, but so yeah, we could just stay in our cell and rot, or we could follow these guards and, you know, see what happens.
I told you to keep out of our way.
Okay, Boris is the name of the guard, not really talkative.
There's trouble ahead.
Sure.
Close
Oh,
left.
yeah, that
Protect the
great
Emperor.
prediction.
The captain's down. Don't try anything. I'm watching you.
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise,
Wait, hold on, why didn't that work? Oh no, I'm just really slow.
For the Emperor!
are you alright, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's
Oh damn, we lost a friend.
but we have to.
This is official business. Do not interfere.
Sure thing, buddy.
How could
So-
they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
Alright.
You stay here.
Oh what? I
Don't
can't
try
join
to
you?
follow us.
Push F. Oh. So for you non-Elder Scrolls players, the music becoming this indicates that I'm about to get into some fighting. And yes, those rats have somehow... Hold on, let me check the difficulty. Yeah, my hand... Okay, yeah, it's about the middle, which is reasonable. If you put the level up to max, the game becomes basically unplayable. So that's where I'll leave it for now. And yes, we are fighting rats, which have... Alright. So yeah, so... You need a weapon, check Captain Reynolds' body. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Normally I do that before I fight the rats, but you know... Got a free level up to my hand-to-hand. So actually, you cannot follow the Imperial Guards through that door, because when you see a door which says needs a key and you don't have that key, then there's no way for it. There is lockpicking in this game, but for plot purposes you cannot pick certain locks. So yeah, let's look around and see what these assassins, they're just called assassins for now, but if you go through their possessions you see they are holding items which are called Mythic Dawn Hood and Mythic Dawn Robe. I mean, that isn't explained to you at the start of the game, so I'm not going to explain what that is now. It will become apparent very soon. If you played Skyrim and Oblivion, then you probably know what Mythic Dawn is. Oh yeah, and he also had a weak potion of healing, which will come in handy later. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even pick up a weapon yet, so I don't know why you're telling me that. Okay, this guy doesn't have anything new. I didn't even type weak potion of healing. Alright, cool. Let's see what this guy has. Nothing. Oh, yeah, okay, nothing here. Poor old Captain Renault, who was threatening to kill me earlier, now meets a grisly death. She has a steel short sword, and that is definitely something we can be using. And a torch, which I actually don't really like to use in this game, but we'll pick it up anyway, because it is completely weightless. Oh, another thing I didn't explain. So this number here, 250, is the amount of weight I can carry, and the weight of each item is represented by this number here. So 10, this is how much an item is valued at, so this is worth 25. For weapons, this is how much attack, how much damage it does, is 2. And also for weapons and armor, this is how much the current condition, which is at 100 at the moment. I'm going to equip my steel short sword. There we go, we can do that. That's all Captain Renault has to offer. But one thing you may miss is this, which is Renault's Akaviri Katana, which is actually a unique item. She unfortunately dropped this during her death, but we'll pick it up and we'll actually start using that because it has an attack value of 3. But it is important for me because I plan to play this game as a blade user to pick up the steel short sword as well. I won't spoil why that is, but it's important to pick up the short sword as well. We have another assassin here who's also carrying a weak potion of sorcery, which we will pick up. So there is magic in this game. Casting spells uses up your magicka bar, which is similar to the mana mechanic I guess other games might have. That might come in handy. Rats possess, would you believe it, they possess rat meat. I'm not even gonna try and describe the process of obtaining this rat meat, but I'm gonna pick up all the rat meat. I'm only required to pick up 1 for my goal of collecting every item, but I intend to dabble in some alchemy, so I'm going to be picking up every ingredient which I have, and yes, rat meat is an ingredient. Just looking around here, see if there's any items I may have missed. Oh, and I'll also show you the magicka bar. So right now I have 2 spells available to me. One is called Heal Minor Wounds, which is restore health. One is Flare, which fires a fireball at a target, does damage. And I also have the Red Guard power of Adrenaline Rush, which you can use once a day, which basically turns you into a crazy force of nature. Okay, my fatigue is low, that's my green bar at the bottom. That's going to be important in the future because it affects how much damage you do. I'm trying to go around this corner, buffing up my acrobatics. Yeah, there we go. There's nothing. There is a door up here. Door to Imperial Prison needs a key. It's interesting. But yeah, so you can't go through there, you can't go through there. There's only one way to go, and that is through the sewers. Okay, there's a rat over here. Unfortunately, I am sneaking at the moment, that's what the yellow eye means. But it is actually very hard to sneak at the very start of the game. I'm going to take this rat's rat meat. So I do plan on exploring and seeing what we've got. We've got a small crate, we've got a club. That is a unique item. Well, it's not a unique item, but it's an item I don't have yet. We have 2 lockpicks. That's going to come in handy. Picking locks. They are weightless as well, which I love about this game. And we'll take all those torches. There was a chest back here. Rusty iron war axe. Why not? And some gold. Yes, there is currency in this game. Okay, and we're gonna Move around this corner and we're going to find a dead skeleton. Perhaps one of the last people to use that escape route from the Imperial prison. Actually, probably not, because the rats made that hole in the wall. So I don't know how this guy got here. But he has some iron arrows, which are going to come in handy. Pick that up. A rusty iron dagger. Not really going to be one for using daggers in this game. Too short ranged for my liking. But for the purpose of collecting everything, we will take it. And we also have some armor, some rough leather boots, and rough leather cuirass. Which is good especially because this is light armor, and my character will be rocking light armor in this game because we plan to sneak. And heavy armor is harder to sneak in. So I'm going to put those on now. Not the prettiest of armor. I think leather armor does look slightly better if I remember right. Okay. Okay, and now that you have arrows, pick up the bow and practice using it. All in due time. Tutorial, all in due time. Oh, right, I forgot we do have... I'm going to exit that for a second, because I did not record the actual items you start with, which are sackcloth pants, sackcloth sandals, and sackcloth shirt, which are your typical prison garments. I'm going to add those to my document now. This is, well, you've seen the video length, and you can tell this is going to be a pretty long first episode. I know at which point I'm going to probably play up to, but it might take a while to get there, so yeah, I'm going to pick up this shirt. I'm well under my carry limit for now, and I'll take that lockpick too. Tutorial wants me to pick up the bow. We've also got a rough leather shield, which is good. We're going to equip that because shields are good to have. And it is a light armor shield. So, yeah, it's good that the game gives me that at the start, because that's what I intend to use. So we'll pick up this rusty iron bow. That's another new one. Okay, to use a bow, you'll need to have both bow and some arrows equipped. Equip them now, sure. Yeah, we'll humour the game tutorial and do that. So yeah, there you go. Cool. Now what? Now you're ready to practice. The bucket near the well will make a good target. To draw and aim, push left button, release it when you're ready to fire. Now, let's see. Boom! Nice shot. You can retrieve arrows from the world, as well as recovering some of the arrows you fire into enemies. Isn't that great? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go retrieve that one now. Oh, and another thing. Some people might be annoyed because I like to sneak around a lot in this game, even when there's no enemies. But the way I see it is, in real life, if I was sneaking around in the sewers, I wouldn't take the chance of there being an enemy around me, so I'll take the... So there's my shield, as you can see. We got a chest here. We did have some lockpicks. So yeah, this is a lockpicking tutorial. I don't need it because I know how to lockpick. To some people, I've watched some like Let's Players play Oblivion and say how hard the lockpicking system is. I really don't think it's hard. But each to their own. That's a very easy lock, so hardly the best example, but yeah, we've got ourselves some sapphire, which is quite valuable, and we didn't have before, and some gold. Lovely stuff. Got a barrel in the corner here. We might as well pick everything up that has any value, even if we already have it. Nothing here is unique. We'll take it. And lying here is a dead goblin shaman. Has another club. Weak potion of sorcery, some scrolls, which are basically one-time spells. So you can only use them once, basically. Good for some people who aren't going to play as spellcasters and want to use spells. I personally don't use them. I don't know. There is certain parts of the game where I will need to use spells, but until then, I'll just treat them as valuable commodities, which I will store until I can sell them to someone. And we got an iron key. Who knows what that could open? And some more lockpicks. Lovely. You've got the door to Imperial substructure. Door open with iron key. Oh, that's what they put the key on that goblin for. So okay. Now can't practice casting spells. Sure. Yep. There we go. There's all my spells. I'm going to use my Heal Minor Wound spell because I think I took a tiny bit of damage from the rats. Yes, I did. There we go. And that got that rat's attention. Watch me bait it. Boom. Another cool thing about playing a red guard in this game is if I show you here. Not here, here. Somewhere. Red guards are 75% resistant to disease and poison. Well, poison isn't really a big deal in this game, but resist disease is definitely going to be very important. So there are certain creatures that can give you a certain disease, which can make the game very difficult to play. Got a chest here, some arrows, another bow, another war axe. I think we had one of those. Yes. Also some heavy armor, so for those people who wanted to start the game with heavy armor, like there's your first taste of heavy armor. So we've got a rusty iron cuirass now, and rusty iron greaves. As you can see, we are going to be getting ever closer to our carry limit, and we're going to have to start dropping stuff, but until that happens, we'll proceed with this. We've got another healing potion, some more lockpicks, and some more torches. Okay. There doesn't seem to be any more chests or anything. Alright, let's go down this little incline. Oh, there's a rat. Well, it wasn't, that rat wasn't attacking me. And there's another one here. Oh. What's that sound? There's a strange sound. Oh. And we've encountered a zombie for the first time. And zombies are not easy. But we have taken this one down. It has mort flesh, another ingredient. Unique one. Or I keep saying the word unique. It's not unique. It's an item I don't have. Weighs quite a bit. Can be useful. Good thing about zombies is their attacks are generally pretty easy to evade, to make up for their pretty high stamina, and they could take care of rats on odd occasions like this one. Let's go further down, keep checking our corners to see if there's any loot we might be missing out on. Seems like a chest here in this well-lit area. Oh! And we failed to dodge this rat. Can we trick this one? Yeah. Made it jump right into that pillar. Stupid little rat. I'll take your meat. Can have quite a feast later. Hope the people we might meet up with later are hungry. So, weak potion of respite. So we've had a weak potion to improve our health, a weak potion to improve our magicka. Here's one to improve our fatigue. There we go. We'll take the sorcery one, and we'll take the lockpicks. And we'll heal, because why not? It's always good to heal. There, rat number 3 over there. Sneak skill is increasing, but evidently not at a high enough rate to avoid detection by these scary rats. But, yeah. Rats are probably the easiest enemy there is in this game. There's quite a few of them over here. Let's see if we can get the jump on one of them. Oh! We have got the whole pack's attention. And rats can give you diseases, which is like the only scary thing about them, but if you're rocking the Red Guard's race, then you don't need to worry too much about that. Here's a very missable chest, which I probably only know about due to my experience playing this through the sewers so many times. And see, lockpicking is not hard. I'm saying now after I've picked an average lock, but there's every chance that I'll fail one at some point. Until then, I'm going to maintain it very easy. Now here's a bunch of items scattered about on the floor. See if there's anything unique here. We got a bone that weighs 1, which I'm going to use to replace this one that weighs 2. Since we only care about the names of the items and not like their looks. That's too particular. Got a rusty iron shield. I don't think we have one of those. That is a heavy shield. But, yeah, we'll take it. We've got some food. So you can see there's, above us is the Imperial subterrane. So this is where the guards and the Emperor would have gone past. We cannot jump up there, unfortunately. And even if we could, I doubt we could fit. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff dumped down here. So we'll pick up this tomato. Rusty iron helmet we don't have. Just gonna... Sorry, I'm gonna forget these, so I'm just gonna write it down. Rusty iron helmet. And tomato. And there's lettuce here as well. I mean, these seem like no-name items, but actually any alchemical ingredient is good. So we'll pick up the lettuce. There's a cheese wedge here. Oh, nope, I picked up a bone. I didn't want the bone, we wanted the cheese. Everyone wants cheese. Surprisingly, the rats didn't chew those up. Cheese wedge. My laptop keyboard is very unresponsive, so I'm gonna have to keep doing that. And another one, yeah, pick it up. Is there anything else on this side? How much is the bones that I have? Weighs 5. Is there anything that weighs less? What about the skull? That weighs 3. No, I guess not. There's a rusty iron, well, not a rusty one, an iron warhammer over here. That would be great for me if I was using blunt weapons, but damn, we are close to our carry weight now. So we're going to have to start being picky with what we pick up and what we don't. There's a hefty 30, I want to call it pounds, but I don't know what the official name for it is. Let's look around here. There's a chest. Some barrels in this game you can't open because they're literally, yeah. We're not going to pick up this war axe because we already have some. Let's see what we do have a lot of. Oh wait, I'm not even using the katana. No, didn't want to drop it. Didn't want to pick that up. Oh dear. Learn how to control. Just should be using the katana. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Okay, so what do I have multiple of that I can drop? I have 2 sackcloth shirts. Okay, we don't need to drop anything at the moment. See if there's anything up here. Another thing I'd like to do is to use the mini-map. So it helps me make sure I've explored everything in the area. Because I do like to explore in this game. I like to take my time and smell the roses. Though I doubt there are too many in the sewer. Another thing which a lot of people miss, and I've missed because I've looked at the wrong place. Nope, it's over here. It's 2 gold on this little slab here. Just a friendly tip. Oh, hello, rat. Oh, 1 hit. Getting stronger, boys. We're getting stronger. Oh, look, a tan picture lying about on the floor. Now, to most people, that's nothing, but to me, that is something I will treasure for the rest of my time playing this game. That'll go nicely with the tan cup and tan jug I have accumulated so far. Let's make sure we haven't missed anything else. I think in the in the sewers there is literally the exact same items everywhere. So there's a sack here. Nothing unique, but we'll take the healing pot and the lockpicks. Sorry if I'm calling them pots. I'm also a League player, so I'm used to calling them pots. Okay, there's a barrel here with 4 bottles of ale. And we'll pick them all up, which takes us to over our carry limit, which sucks, but we do have too much of some stuff which we can drop. So, for example, the way I decide how to drop things is I look at their ratio and of weight to value ratio, and I don't even need to look to know that rusty iron war axe is 12 weight and 4 gold, which is at the absolute one of the worst ratios in the game. So I'm just going to drop one of those, and I'll drop another one. Wait, I only have 2. No, I only have 1 now. Yeah, okay, so I'll have to drop something else because I want to keep 1 for the sake of keeping 1 of every item. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got another rat. Let's fight. I'll take that down. We haven't alerted the other one, but let's see. Skillfully avoided. I'll take your meat as well. Alright, next portion of my version of the tutorial of this game. So here you can see a plant. This plant is called wisp stalks. You can harvest plants for alchemical ingredients, if you're lucky. Which I'm not. So every plant has a certain chance when you harvest it. Because I guess in real life plants may be dead or whatever. Wisp stalk caps I think are pretty hard to harvest from. I didn't get lucky there, but there's plenty of more plants over here that I can have a look at. These are Ken Bullet. I think they're pronounced Bullet. Let's see if we can pick one up. So at least we can say, yeah, I've got the unique item that comes from this. There we go. You've got some Ken Bullet cap. And yeah, of course, since I plan to dabble in the I will. I've got a bit more as well, which is good. I've got a skeleton here, which carries 2 lockpicks and a spoon, which is also completely useless in this game, except for people who are trying to collect every single item. So, yoink. And if you look really closely, there is some more loot on the floor. So a flawed ruby, we'll take that. Even flawed rubies are, well, I'd say that's valuable. So in my book, anything with a 10 ratio is valuable, especially at the start of a game. Flawed rubies, which weigh, what, 0.1 and have a value of 10, have a ratio of 100. So that is a very good item to pick up. There's also a silver goblet, not quite as valuable, but hey ho, we don't have one, so we'll take one. And we'll add silver goblet to the list. And oh yes, a chest. Wonder what this will have. Okay, so we have now a potion of healing, which is basically an upgraded version of the weak potion of healing. Sure, you guys must feel like I'm patronizing you here. I'm just trying to talk. I'm sure you've probably understood that before I told you. Okay, I can't really be bothered with hotkeying items for now. But yeah, so we're going to keep progressing. Look, a random cheese wedge on the floor. We're going to take that. Because alchemical ingredients are good. Wisp stalks. Let's see if we can get lucky. There we go. We've got wisp stalk caps. I'm usually pretty unlucky at the start of a game. In fact, I literally won't harvest anything. But there we go. 2 for 2 from these little plants here. Then we go over here for some more Kenbalette. We don't get any here. Okay. And there's some more plants over here, including a new one, Stinkhorn. And yes, we've got ourselves some Stinkhorn cap. So we've got one of each of the plants you can harvest, or more than one of each, which is pretty surprising for me. Some more Canbalette. Nope, not lucky with those. And you can see some skulls hanging from the ceiling. I think I read somewhere that this is supposed to be a sort of alarm system for the creatures that we're about to face. I don't know if it actually works in the game. Since I don't think the AI is programmed to care whether you bump into these, because the idea is you bump into these and they make like rattling sounds. But I don't think it actually affects gameplay in any way, which is too bad, because it's a nice idea to have. But we're going to avoid them just in case. Open this wood door to the natural caverns. Okay, so actually I'm going to heal quickly. My sneak skill increased, which is another thing. So in this game, if you're sneaking around and your sneak skill increases, there is an enemy nearby. So it's a pretty good way of knowing there's an enemy around. So there's a barrel here, which has some pretty useless items to normal players, but as the shopkeepers in Skyrim like to say, a lot of people call these trash. I don't even know the full quote now, I'm embarrassed. Some people call them trash, me, I call them treasures. I'm going to call them treasures. Paintbrush is an interesting one. As some of you may know, there is a very famous glitch using paintbrush which can get you to some otherwise unreachable places. In fact, I don't know if I'm even going to do that at some point, so I'll just tell you guys that if you drop paintbrushes in this game, they just float in midair, so you can use them to create a sort of staircase to get to otherwise unreachable places. And yeah, so we've taken all those items, pickaxe and torch as well. You can't actually use a pickaxe for mining like you can in Skyrim. So they're just items that exist for the sake of existing. But they help with our collection, but unfortunately that does mean we are over our carry rate again. So we need to drop something again. And I think we will drop one of our clubs, since they weigh more than they are valued, so that's usually a good way to decide to drop something. And in here we've got some more items we don't have. We have olive vest and we have covered pot. Again, useless items unless you're into fashion, like collecting all the trendy clothing items. We're going to carry on. Oh, what's that? Well, the tutorial tells you it's a goblin. I already know how to sneak. Yeah, so if the eye is dim, no one can detect you. If the eye is bright, someone can detect you. But whoever's been watching me sneaking around has probably already figured that out. So we couldn't sneak up on rats, but apparently we can sneak up on goblins. Oh, we did not get the sneak attack off. But this goblin did not pick up much of a fight anyway. Our blade skill gets buffed up, which is nice. So I haven't been able to show it yet because every opponent I've had has detected me. But sneak attacks do more damage than normal attacks, as you might expect. Taking someone off guard means you can hit them where it hurts. I didn't even see how successful I was collecting those. I know we got something, I can't remember which one. So yeah, we killed the goblin. He only has lockpicks. That's the one thing goblins are good for in this game. They tend to carry lockpicks, which can be quite hard to go by. I thought you could open this crate. No, maybe not. But this goblin died in a very inconvenient place, and I don't think I'm strong enough to drag said goblin. Okay, there we go. Because he ruined the setup, which I thought was really surprising for a goblin. Come on, get off. There you go. So actually, we are going to be introduced now to alchemy as we pick up this novice mortar and pestle, which is a mortar and pestle in this game. You literally need that to do alchemy. In Skyrim, there are designated alchemy sort of areas. I can't remember what they're called. Alchemy labs, I guess, where you can make potions. But here you can make them on the go using mortar and pestle. Yep. I'll demonstrate that for you in a second. So I suppose it's heavily implied that this goblin in particular is an alchemist because he has a setup with... Oh, actually, he had other things. I'm pretty sure he has... Yeah, okay, so yeah. He has wisp stalk caps and stinkhorn cap deliberately placed here so you can use them to create a potion as part of a tutorial. Here's a poison of illness, which I think is actually what you get. Well, you get the same effect when you combine wisp stalk caps and stinkhorn cap. So we're going to pick up poison of illness, which is of course another new item. And yeah, poison of illness damage does 10 points of health damage. So before I start demonstrating alchemy, I'm just gonna quickly see what else we can pick up. We've got a roasted rat with 3 lovely portions of rat meat. I apologise to the goblin for interrupting his dinner. We're over encumbered, which is what the word I'm going to use for being over our carry limit now, because that's the official terminology. I just realised we have 2 rusty iron bows. We can eventually drop one of those if needed, but for now I'm going to drop this other club, and we're going to leave that inside the rat somehow because that's how Oblivion physics works. Very easy chest. Buff up our security skill, which is another word for lockpicking. Gold lockpicks and torches, all the loots without any of the carry weight, which is nice, although I still love some unique items, but we'll have plenty of those. So I think we've done exploring this little subsection, I think. Yeah. So let's demonstrate the awesome power of alchemy. So we're gonna. So I still want to keep every individual ingredient, at least one of it, for the purposes of collecting every item. But we have 4 Ken Ballet caps, so we can afford to use 3 of these. Unfortunately, our alchemy skills not that high, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a second to read that, but I know how alchemy works. So, okay, let's remove that for now. So since our alchemy skill's so low, we're given, well, each alchemy ingredient to start with has 4 effects. Because our alchemy skill is low, we only know one of these effects. So we only know Ken Ballet Cap can restore health. You know, any of its other effects. And you're only able to combine potions with ingredients that have similar effects. If that makes sense. So I can only, because I only know Ken Ballet Cap has restore health, I can only combine it with other ingredients that also restore health. So as my alchemy skill increases, I will know more of these effects and be able to combine different things and make all kinds of crazy combinations. But yeah, you got to grind it out a little at the start of the game. So cheese wedges, we can combine them with lettuce or tomato, but we only have one of those. And I want to keep them, so we're not going to do that for now. So I'm going to go down the list and see where I can combine other things. With rat meat we can combine that with mort flesh, but we only have one of mort flesh. So I'd rather not. I think that's damage fatigue, yeah. We have stinkhorn cap, which we can combine with wisp stalk caps, and with which we have more than one of. Sometimes other options pop up when you try and add something else. Not in this case, so I'm going to make 2 potions with stinkhorn cap and wisp stalk caps. So they would have made damage health potions. My alchemy went up. So yeah, that counts to me as a new item. So we have a damage health potion. They're really weak at the start. But as your alchemy skill grows up and you get more advanced alchemy advanced alchemy equipment, then your potions get more potent. Okay, so as this is the Game of the Year edition of Oblivion, DLC quests are going to pop up randomly at the start of the game. So this quest is repairing the orrery. I have discovered a note from Bothiel at the Arcane University. If I can recover the dwarven artifacts that have gone missing, there may be a reward. I should travel to Camp Ailes and see if I can track down these bandits. Well, how funny I should randomly discover this note in the sewers, eh? I mean, let's read this note for the sake of, I do like reading things in this game. Note from Bothiel. To whom it may concern, you have been passed this note because you may be able to help the Mages Guild. The Council of Mages has not the resources. The Legion is either unwilling or unable to assist. So me, the individual person, of course, should be able to assist. A shipment of dwarven artifacts from Morrowind, destined for the Arcane University, was intercepted by bandits recently. Intending to sell the artifacts for profit, they have stolen items essential to repair the Imperial Orrery in Cyril's capital. Well, that sucks. The only known location of these bandits is Camp Ailes, north of Kvatch. Oh, okay. Just in case there's some beginners to Oblivion, I'll explain a few things that I've read so far. So, Mages Guild is basically a club full of people who cast spells. Mages. Oh, come on. I don't even know if I should be explaining this stuff, because mages, everyone knows what a mage is, surely. The Legion refers to the Imperial Legion, which are basically like the government, I'd say. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Morrowind is home of the Dark Elves. It's basically So actually, the game before this, Elder Scrolls 3, was based in Morrowind. Arcane University is basically the headquarters of the Mages Guild, where the elite mages go. So Imperial Ori, we'll find out more about that later. Cyrodiil is the country essentially where Elder Scrolls 4 is based in, home city of the or home country of the Imperials. Camp Aeol's, well, that's not a big deal. That's just a place name. Nothing too significant about that. Kvatch is one of the cities in the country Cyrodiil. We'll definitely be going there at some point. Alright, we'll keep reading. So, if you can find these ruffians and recover the items they've stolen, I will be most indebted. The Ori is my life's work, and I'd hate to see it pass into obscurity now. Items missing: 1 dwarven cogs. Well, it should be dwarven cog. 1 dwarven coherer. 1 dwarven cylinder. 1 dwarven tube. Both, yeah. Okay. Now that we're done with that little diversion, we'll carry on. I think this is the way forward. This isn't the way we came. If you're eagle-eyed like I am... No, not really. I've played this game before, so I know it's there. But there is a little rope extending from that side to that side. That is what they call a tripwire. And there are tripwires in this game. There are traps. But this goblin is going to see me way before that, so I'm going to try and kill him. Nope, fail. Right, so we're going to have our first real fight with this goblin skirmisher. And we are going to pop. I thought this was a hard fight. Our difficulty level isn't on... it is on medium. Not sure why. I remember that fight being harder. Oh well. Yeah, there's a goblin skirmisher. We have faced our first opponent with a weapon. And he is carrying around an iron short sword. We're going to pick that up. Once again, we have left ourselves short of carry room. I said I was going to call it over encumbered. I've failed. But yeah, we've got ourselves an iron short sword now. We're not going to use it because it's not as good as the katana. But, I need to drop something. I will drop one of our rusty iron daggers, since they have a pretty poor ratio, well, comparatively anyway. Skirmisher itself. Oh, now that is something we do not have. We will pick up a bear pelt, which exists for no other reason in this game than to sell. Even then, they're generally not very worth it in terms of... Again, it has a pretty poor weight ratio, between 3 and 4, which isn't very good, but we'll pick one up for the sake of collection. And then I guess we'll drop our rusty iron bow. We'll drop the one with 99 condition instead of 101, since there's no difference in value, but we might as well keep the one that's in better nick. But that does leave us with a bit of a problem in that we don't have much else to drop. I don't want to drop our chemical ingredients because I want to create all the potions, so this leaves us with a little bit of a problem in dropping items in the future. There may be items we have to drop. And he had he was using a rusty iron dagger, wasn't he? Which we've just given him. Oh no, we just dropped it. Never mind. So yeah, this trap here, I was trying to use it to hit the skirmisher. I was a little late in my timing. My bad. I think there's some items up here. Okay, there's just bones. I remember there was maybe an item of food here. I guess not. Carry on. Let's save the game, because literally haven't saved the you can see how much I've played this game before. Yeah, I'm just gonna new save just in case something goes wrong. Is that a dead rat? Yes, it is. Yoink. I don't remember. Why do I not remember there being a dead rat? Okay, so we come over here. We see a chest. Before that, next to this chest, there's some gold lying about. There's an iron dagger, which is better than a rusty iron dagger, but unfortunately, it's just too much for us to handle at this point. So, yep, we'll pick it up. Are we carrying multiple of anything at the moment that we can drop? I think sackcloth shirt. I guess I should have dropped that earlier. Yeah. Okay, well, wasn't there more gold here? I remember there being more than one piece. I guess not. We'll unlock this chest. Take some iron arrows, which do weigh something. They do not weigh anything in Skyrim, which is a looter's dream. So, but that means we do have to drop some more stuff. Let's drop a bottle of ale. We don't really need 4 of those. As we need to, we'll drop some more. I don't think there's anything else here. We'll move on. There's some apples lying around. We'll pick those up. That doesn't set us over our carry limit, fortunately. And we have 2 apples, and apples are considered alchemical ingredients, so let's see if we can use one of them. We can use it with a cheese wedge. I'm not too keen on using the lettuce and tomato, because I explained earlier. We can make ourselves a restore fatigue potion. And we'll just make one of those so we can keep the other apple. And we'll add restore fatigue to the list of swanky items that we have got. This video has been going on for longer than an hour at this point, but respect to anyone who's keeping up. So I think if I go forward now, yeah, I'm going to be detected, but it doesn't matter because we can push these logs down the slope and for some reason instantly kill these goblins. Poor saps. We'll grab their loot and remember them for trying. Okay, so now we're presented with a little problem in that we don't have an iron war axe, we have a rusty iron war axe. And so we'll pick up this iron war axe knowing that we are over our carry limit. Not good. So we're gonna have to drop some stuff here. So we'll drop our 2 ale bottles. Drop one of each. We drop some of each of our potions until we have one of each left. I'm reluctant to drop my alchemy stuff, but I may have to. I'm even gonna drop as many arrows as I can. Okay, so we stay under for now. If a push comes to shove, we will just ditch some of the rat meat. But yeah, you can see how willing I am to improve alchemy. I don't see myself using a bow much. Got a very easy chest. We have some more iron arrows. We're not going to pick any more up. We'll take that lockpick though. And, oh, yeah, I can't really afford to be picking anything up that isn't unique at the moment, so no potions. Right, let's carry on. Okay, so get ourselves into quite an open area, and we've already got ourselves a fight. And we have destroyed that goblin berserker. Heal off that little damage we took. Do we have a rusty iron short sword? No. We do now. Oh wow. Gee. I think I figured that out, game, but I don't think it's going to be very good. Just 1 damage, yeah. Rusty iron short sword. Okay, so now we're at a point where I think the only duplicate we have, drop this 1 arrow we have. Yeah, I mean, I guess gotta drop as much rat meat as we need to. If my maths is right, rat meat is half weight, so we need to drop 8. So we need to drop 16 rat meats. Alright, and then, oh, and he also has a leather shield. And a knife. And a lockpick. So we'll take the knife. And the leather shield, which I assume will be an upgrade on the rusty one we were rocking. And we're gonna have to see what we can drop. I mean, the rest of the rat meat has to go. We'll drop our cheese wedge, we'll drop our Ken, but that caps. That's still not going to be enough. So we're going to have to ditch one of the items we already have. Which sucks, because we're going to have to find it and pick it up again at some point. So if we're going to have to drop something, I guess it should be the heaviest one. So drop this rusty iron cuirass so we can pick up more unique things if we need to. Oh, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to find another one of those at some point. Okay, so let's take a moment to scope out this area. So, got a goblin down there, we got a goblin over there, and we have alerted ourselves to this goblin. And we have dispatched this goblin. We don't need another rusty iron short sword. Oh, I'd love to pick up that rat meat, but we're saving ourselves for unique items now. Okay, let's go and see if we can get the jump on this goblin over here. I'll be a no. And we got him. Before he falls down, we'll take his solitary gold. Oh. Ah. Okay. So I thought that goblin over there had detected me, but in fact it's these rats over here which are actually being caged up and yeah, presumably being stored for food. Now we'll pick up this rusty iron mace, which is a good thing we dropped that cuirass, so we could pick it up. That's another unique one. Yeah, so these rats are not going to be hurting anyone, let's say. Alright, let's fight this interesting looking goblin here. Oh! Right, mages, you just have to spam down. But yes, this is a goblin witch. Gonna heal myself up. Yeah, magic is low. I'll live with that. Right, so you have an iron dagger. Petty soul gem. Now, soul gems are actually useful items. They're not just shiny and valuable. They do serve a purpose. In this game, there are magical weapons, which you might have noticed if you watched the witch that was just attacking me. The witch. So magical weapons are very strong, but they have magical charge. So each time you use them, it loses charge, and eventually you can run out of charge, making them pretty useless, or as useful as a regular weapon. What you can do is, there's a mechanic in this game called Soul Trap, where you can quite literally trap the souls of enemies that you slay into soul gems, which you can then use to recharge your weapons. Now, petty soul gems are actually the weakest of the bunch, but they're still valuable for this level of the game, so we'll take it. We won't take the Flawed Ruby, even though it weighs so little, but we really need to save ourselves for unique items. Or, actually, that was, again, I was meant to say items we don't have, but actually here we do have a unique item that is not seen anywhere else in the game, which is a Goblin Shaman Staff, which is what the Goblin was using on me, which we're going to pick up. I'm not going to use it, because I like to save my my magical weapons. But yeah, so this is a Major Staff, which in this case is used to fire shock damage at the target, such as myself. Its charge is not at full because I did let the witch get a shot off at me. But yeah, we're going to definitely keep that one. That is a unique item. I did watch a Let's Play of a YouTuber that actually was looking for this, and the game glitched and it somehow got lost, which I have to say sucks. Was there something in here? No. There's a very easy lock here. And there's a whole bunch of gems in here that we are going to grab. I guess the Goblin Witch was sort of the head of the tribe, so to speak. So any gems found in the sewers have been plundered and fed. Not fed, but handed to the witch. So Flawed Sapphire, Flawed Topaz, some gold, a gold nugget, which is one that you don't have, a repair hammer, which is a useful item in the game. It lets you repair your weapons and armor. We're going to take that, and a silver vase, which literally serves no other purpose than to collect, which I will do. And already that 30 carry space we got when we dropped the Rusty Iron Curax, we've already almost filled that up with other unique items. Okay, so just for the tutorial's sake, I really don't want to, but I'm actually going to use this repair hammer. Repair hammers are non-infinite resource, they break. So, I have just broken mine, so I've lost it. So that's one thing I'll have to find again. Fortunately, repair hammers are fairly common in this game. So yeah, I just wanted to get that bit of a tutorial out of the way. My armor skill is pretty pathetic at the moment, so I can't actually... Oh yeah, I feel like there's rats down here. It's... I want a dead goblin. Oh no, that's the goblin I killed earlier. I mean... I don't know why. I think it's a glitch that none of those rats were hostile. Just checking. Some of them have, like... Occasionally you can find a gold piece lying around on rats or some other weird item. And like mud crabs as well, which we'll see later in the game. Which is really weird, but in a save like this, it doesn't hurt to look. There was an item here. I know there's an item here because I've done a save like this before. Yeah, flax tunic, which is literally just an item of clothing. But it's one we don't have, so it gets added to the list. And actually there is an area we haven't looked at, which is around here, which is, I think, sort of a storage facility that the goblins have been using, or were using. So there's a crate here with loads of food. So they do know how to save food. There's some ale here, we don't need any more of that. And there's a chest, and we got another repair hammer, lockpick, and an iron longsword. Now we are well over our capacity. I do like me a longsword in this game. I don't think iron weapons are particularly good. It is 2, which is the same as a steel short sword, although Renault's katana does outmatch it by a bit. Again, we're gonna have to drop something for the good of our heaviest item is the iron warhammer, so we're gonna have to drop that, which is too bad. Hopefully we'll find another one in the future. We'll keep that repair hammer we just picked up for now. But I do believe we might almost be out of the sewers. I don't know. I'm just a prisoner. I've just escaped. I have no idea where anything is. I am trying to play this game kind of like a first timer, sort of, but with the knowledge I have of the game already, if that makes sense. So this chest here, easy to miss. Not much reward, but you know, lockpick's a lockpick. Now we enter the Imperial Subterrane, which is where we were trying to go earlier, if you recall. So who knows what we'll find over here, given that the guards were escaping through this part. There's a hole here. As you can see, there's no return. What's that? A voice? Oh, hello. Oh, what? Oh! Damn. Let's go and fight. Oh.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again.
Yo.
Kill him.
Relax. I'm cool.
No, he is
Look
not
at him with
right.
his sword drawn.
He can
I'd
help
take
us.
you on.
He must help us.
Yeah, Emperor's got my back.
Sire.
You walk away.
Come closer. I'd prefer not to have to shout.
Alright, Emperor. I appreciate you backing me up and all, but let me just show you guys something. So you see, we've just gone through like all of
I need
that.
your help. Please come with us.
Alright, chill. I'm explaining to the viewers what's happening here. So you see how we've just traversed all the way through the sewers, right? Okay. Yeah.
Don't be afraid. My guardians will not harm.
So I'm just gonna backtrack through. This is obviously where they've come from because they were walking this way. I'm gonna backtrack all the way here. You know where this is? This door is where we were when we first met the guards and the Emperor. So in the time that we took to kill all of those rats and goblins and go through all of the sewers, all they've done is walk down these stairs and turn left. And they didn't even fight any other guards because there's no dead bodies here.
Don't be afraid.
So damn, these guys are so slow. Jeez. Unbelievable. Alright, the Emperor really wants to talk
They
to me.
cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen.
I mean, yeah.
How can I explain?
I don't know.
Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Alright, so, I mean, it's hard to... It's not easy to... I mean, it's not hard to understand why they don't trust me, because I'm literally a prisoner. It's just kind of escaping from jail now. It's not hard to understand why they won't trust me. Alright, and yes, the Emperor just brought up the Nine, which is a concept you hear about for the first time. The Nine in this game is actually a reference to the Nine Divines, which are the 9 gods that are generally worshipped throughout the Elder Scrolls universe. So, and that's a common religion between, I'd say, 90% of people worship the 9 divines. There are some who don't, and you best believe we'll be meeting up with some of those. So he asked if I know the 9. I'm going to say the 9 guide and protect us, because I'm a good guy.
I've served the 9 all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
That is a really good question, Mr. Emperor. Which sign marked my birth, indeed? So, I don't know if it's worth me taking you through every single sign. But yeah, I guess I'll dash through it quickly. So the Apprentice gives you a lovely buff to your magicka, but makes you really weak to magic attacks. Lady boosts your willpower and endurance. Willpower in this game is literally how much magicka you have. And endurance, so you'd level up in this game, and boosting your endurance means every time you level up, you'd normally get a health increase, but the more endurance you have, the more of a health increase you get, if that makes sense. The Mage gives you a little magicka boost. The Thief gives you agility, speed, and luck. The Atronach ability is an interesting one. So you see how your magicka regenerates over time. If you have the Atronach ability, you only recharge your magicka by literally being hit by spells, which is what spell absorption is, and you also get an increase to your base magicka, but you do not get a magicka increase over time. Of course, there are other ways to increase your magicka, but it can be an interesting way to play the game. As the Lord, it gives you a lesser power, which lets you regenerate health. So it's a power that you can use at certain points, but it gives you a permanent weakness to fire, which is basically because the north implies cold and snow, and I guess that's why you have a weakness to fire. The Lover, once a day you can paralyze an opponent for 10 seconds at the cost of a lot of fatigue. Guess that could be useful. Ritual gives you a once a day power to give you a massive restore health spell. That could be useful. And it can turn the undead. I'm not sure what that does. Serpent gives you a spell that poisons your opponent while curing yourself and dispelling magic, but that costs fatigue. Shadow lets you be invisible once a day for 60 seconds. Steed gives you 20 boost to your speed. Tower lets you open an average lock once a day, which is pretty poor, I have to say. I mean, like, for someone like me who finds it easy to lockpick. And then you can reflect 5 points of damage for 120 seconds once a day. And finally, there's a Warrior, which gives you a 10 strength and endurance, 10 point boost to your strength and endurance. And I'm going to pick the Thief, because I'm going to play this game as a sort of sneaky character, but a sneaky character that can fight. That's the way I've always played this game. So yeah, we'll play as a Thief.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary
he had
end,
to wait a long time
will
for my
come
answer.
when it will come.
Yeah, what about me? I don't care about your death. What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the Thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny.
Sweet, so I'm going to steal a bunch of stuff. Can you see my fate with your magical all-seeing powers?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death.
So you don't know nothing,
But
basically.
in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Sweet. Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy.
Fair enough.
Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death.
Relax, Emperor. We're going to get you out
To
of here
face my
fine.
apportioned fate, then fall.
Stop with all this negative talk. We're going to get out of this. Where are we
I
going?
go to my grave, a tongue shriller
Come
than
on.
all the
What's
music
with the
calls
pessimism?
me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must
On
part.
Twitter or Instagram or... I'm only messing, Emperor. Yeah, I'll follow you for a bit longer. Yeah, did we loot these guys? Actually, I do want to... Oh,
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick
I
close.
do not want to carry your torch, but sure. Okay, so Boris wants to talk to me now. I guess us red guards have to stick together. If you can't tell, Boris is a red guard. Oh, hello, yeah. A friend of mine does things. Hello. Alright, Boris, why don't you tell me a bit more about the blades?
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Oh, you're doing a good job so far. Tell me more about our good old Emperor.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Sweet. So these guys now want my
Stay
help.
close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
Alright, so they're all walking through that door, but it's okay, they'll wait for me. I just want to check something. Come on, let me get up here. Come on. Nope. Oh no, there is more. Let's go and help. I thought we were gonna wait.
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise, you'd be dead already.
See, these guys are tough.
My sword!
Otherwise, you'd be dead
Protect
already.
the Emperor!
Oh man, did I just jump through a place where I can't go back? No. Oh man, that really sucks. Damn, I missed out on looting some stuff. Oh, there's more. I'm gonna be careful now. Alright. Guys, I'll be right with you. I just really need to go back and see what these guys have. Nothing. Is there anything around? Oh, is this back? Okay. So I didn't jump to a place where I couldn't go back. Nothing here. Cool. Is there anything? Ah, this was the guy I was looking for, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, all that hubbub about nothing. There's nothing here. Ah, there's a chest. Nothing unique, but some lockpicks. There we go. See? Let's try and maneuver our way around this. See if we can make it to that platform over there. No. But I'm pretty sure you can't go through that door. Anyway. Let's go back into sneaky mode. See what's around here. Got another door. Needs a key. We don't have that key, do we? Nope. Got a couple of scallywags. Potion of sorcery, unique. We have a weak one, but we have our first for real one. Lovely stuff. They are waiting for me, aren't they? How nice of them. They really don't have to wait for a prisoner. Oh, we did take quite a bit of damage from those Mythic Dawn assassins. Yeah, pack a bit more punch from the goblins, that's for sure. Nope, we're not picking those up. Let's wait for our Magicka to regen. Boom. Door to the Sanctum.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Alright, buddy. You go do that, Glenroy.
Looks clear.
Yeah, way to take a real thorough look at our surroundings. Just gonna go up here because I won't be able to climb up here later, methinks. Probably will.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side.
A trap?
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
Oh dear, I don't like the sound of this, guys. Really don't like the sound of this. But you guys know best. You guys are professional bodyguards, so I'm just gonna follow you here. Oh, dead end.
Behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait, we're left around
Wait here
here.
with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Wait, me? What?
For the Emperor! Die, you scum!
Oh boy. Okay, oh.
I can go no further.
Oh, what?
You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction.
What? Why did I
and
get
his
the
mortal
Amulet of
servants.
Kings?
He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey.
mean, we're in the middle of a
He
fight here,
alone
dude.
knows where to find my last son.
Sure.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Oh, why are you saying that? Oh, guys,
Stranger,
oh,
you chose a bad
For the Empire.
oh dear me.
No.
Who would have ever thought this would happen? Oh boy. May Emperor Uriel Septim rest in peace. Yeah, well, gee, I guess we've got a... Oh, damn, that Amulet of Kings is worth a chunky 1,000 gold. I think there's some people that would pay top dollar for such a valuable item. But alas, cannot sell it because it is a quest item. And amusingly, if you try and wear it, the Amulet of Kings slips off as you try to fasten it around your neck. It's too bad. So yeah, we can't wear it and we cannot even drop it because it is a quest item. And we're going to need it later down the line. It's good that the game stops you from doing that. So yeah, here lies the guard that... Well, here lies the assassin that murdered the Emperor, the nameless assassin. He has some sandals. The footwear of choice of the murderers these days. Apparently very effective in sneaking up on emperors. Just, you know, like to not even fight back and just take one hit and die. I guess he was a bit of an old guy though, so I guess a bit more fragile. We'll take his potion of Night Eye. For people who don't know what Night Eye is, it's basically you get to see in the dark for X amount of time. Woohoo! Yeah. I mean, that sucks, man.
We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead.
Oh.
The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Well, you see, the thing is, yeah, the Emperor gave it to me. I mean, I know I'm a prisoner that's just got out of jail, and this Amulet of Kings is very item, and it's very feasible that I could have just grabbed it off his dead corpse. The Emperor did, in fact, give it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men.
Oh, it is what it
Amulet
is.
of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say.
No, that rules
He
me
must
out.
have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
Geez, you have a lot of questions today. There is in fact another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door
really?
must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret.
Oh, yeah, that worked out real well
You'll
for
need
you
this key
guys.
for the last door into the sewers.
Ooh, we have another unique item. We have Boris's key. How about that? So yeah, that basically stops you from escaping before the Emperor dies. If they give you a key.
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced monk. Am I right?
Okay, so this is a part of the game where you pick your class. So there's also the option to pick a custom class, which you can custom pick your major skills, which if you improve your major skills will level you up, and each class has favorite attributes. You can completely customize this, but for me, like the role-playing aspect means I should pick one of these. So I'm not gonna go for each of them, but I'm not sure which one I'm gonna pick actually. Agents were right, but then illusion, mercantile, and speechcraft aren't really things I'm looking to major in. Assassin maybe, security, sneak, acrobatics, marksman, light armor, alchemy. Like, that is a really good one. I think apart from marksman, all of those will come in handy. Barbarian, probably not. Bard, nope. Battle mage, no. Crusader, no. Too much magic. Heavy armor, blunt, illusion, nope. Mage. Monk is fun for hand-to-hand builds, but no, don't really want alteration. You don't really need athletics and acrobatics. Nightblade, too much magic. Pilgrim, and mercantile and speechcraft. Armorer, not blunt as well, not too great. Rogue is actually decent, but no. Scout. Again, Scout's actually decent. But no sneak bonuses. Sorcerer, no. Spell sword, no. Thief. Mercantile and speechcraft again. Apart from that, it's great, but it's warrior, heavy armor, hand to hand, and blunt, all things I'm not using. So, witch hunter, yeah. I think assassin's gonna be where I go to. It gives me armor, gives me blade, gives me sneak, alchemy as well as. Even though marksman I'm not going to particularly use, it gives me a nice mix of everything else. I'll take assassin.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and
yeah.
goblins won't
I do
give you
like
any
that
trouble.
mechanic where Boris tries to guess your class based on the way you've played the game so far. So I guess because I was sneaking around and pretty deft at lockpicking, you thought I'd be a monk. Sorry, Boris. After the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey.
Ooh.
Take no chances, but proceed to Waynon Priory immediately. Got it?
Alright, yeah, end of the world, blah blah blah. Yes,
Good.
I understand.
The Emperor's trust was well placed.
No kidding. What about you? What will you do, Boris?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blade.
Yeah, that's something that really sucks about this game. Yeah, that's something that that sucks. So Reynolds Akaviri Katana, which is a unique item, if you have it when at this point of the game, Boris grabs it off you and says, "Yeah, we're gonna need to put this away in some Hall of Fame fancy place where the blades show off their past warriors." And yeah, so we don't get to keep that one. Something else I was gonna say. So yeah, even though Boris tells you go straight to Wayne and Priory, the fate of the world depends on it. Actually, you can go there whenever you like. It's not actually time sensitive. But yeah, I think this is a part of the game where we get loads of DLC quests dumped on us. We'll start with Dunbarrow Cove, which I believe is the thieves' hideout. So, centuries ago, a great battle took place in Anvil Bay. In the battle, the legendary pirate Toradan Abdugal, the captain of the infamous Black Flag, was defeated by the first Count of Anvil. Anvil is also a city in Cyrodiil. Rumours have been circulating of a hidden underground cavern beneath Castle Anvil. If the rumours are to be believed, then the final resting place of Captain Dougal and his ship have been uncovered. I should investigate these rumours as soon as possible. Cool. Oh, I have discovered a notice from Snack Grabura of the Chestnut Handy Stables. She is offering to outfit a horse with armour at no charge to anyone who presents her with a note like the one that I've found. Probably lying around on the floor. That's how I know about things. I should bring my horse to her and take advantage of this offer. I do not have a horse yet. Let's read the note, because we're going to read everything in this game. That's an item, actually. I need to remember these count as items. So horse armor note. Yep. Dear reader, in celebration of the launch of our new barding services, we are offering a free set of horse armor to the bearer of this letter. To retrieve your reward, bring your favorite horse, along with this notice, to the Chestnut Handy Stables outside of the Imperial City. Help us spread the word about our new horse armor services. Chestnut Handy, because you can't afford not to protect your horse. Signed, Snack Grabura, owner, Chestnut Handy Stables. So I think this DLC quest is actually just a meme that Bethesda kind of embraced. They actually made horse armor a thing where you could pay IRL money, or in-game currency, which costs IRL money. You could pay that to get horse armor, but it was completely useless. So instead they made it a quest on this game. And yeah, well, that's basically it. We're going to equip our steel short sword. So this is why I explained. Actually, let's equip our iron longsword. Okay, that has a 4 rating. So yeah, that's why I said it's a good idea to pick up another sword, because you have to give that katana back. There is a trick around that. You can drop the katana just before Boris talks to you, and then you don't have to give it to him and then pick it back up once he's done, but that's not how I would have played the game, so I'm not going to play the game like that. An interesting thing happens if you try and loot the Emperor. As much as you'd love to yank off all the jewelry and fancy clothing he's wearing,
the Emperor in peace.
Yeah, Boris does not let you loot him. Which is too bad. Let's take a look at these other guys. Unfortunately, Glenroy didn't survive this battle, but we'll make sure we take his 2 gold and put it to good use. Some more assassins here. None of them carrying anything interesting. So yeah, it was always amusing how they're like, oh my gosh, this gate is locked, a trap. And then they go into the place literally where they're lured into. And hold on a sec. Can we go up here? Ooh. Oh man, that is mad acrobatic skills. But unfortunately, we cannot go through that door. It needs a key. Yeah, you see, I'm looking around for bits. I know what I'm doing. Oh no, we came here before when we went from here to here. I think. Yeah. Never mind. So, yeah. We're gonna save a game, and then I think since it's been almost 2 hours, I think we're gonna leave it there for episode 1. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Sorry if it got a bit tedious for you at times, but there's like a certain way I like to play this game, and yeah, we've watched the death of our beloved Emperor, and I suppose Glenroy, who hated us, Captain Renault, the amazing captain who got killed right at the start. All scripted, by the way. Like, everyone who died so far is supposed to die. Boris always survives. I always wonder what would happen if Boris survives and then you just have the Amulet of King. You don't know who the heck Joffrey is and who you're supposed to bring the amulet to, but you know, you can't question these things too much. Otherwise, you know, why not question it, but enjoy it at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully, if this one didn't bore you too much, I'll see you on the next one. See ya.